Okay, right. So, it's my turn next. Just give me 2 seconds to get the game set up, guys, and then we'll be good to go. Yeah, not done this run in quite a while. So looking forward to this one. Just give me 1 second. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Okay, hang on. It'll be here in a second. Hang on. Wait a minute. Doesn't like this. Window capture, dirt. There we go. Because it's actually on my PC this, so it's my turn. There you go. Should do it. There you go. Nice. Okay, right. So hopefully this isn't too loud. Yeah, hopefully it's not too loud. Right, okay. So just double check. I think I need a new profile, don't I? As far as I remember. Double check. Change profile, yep, I do. I want to go to new profile. No.
Excellent.
There we go. Okay, right. We're all ready to go. Right. I think we're all ready to go. Double check. Hang on. Unfortunately, I don't want to play ball at the moment. Give me a second. Nope. I might have to reboot live split. 1 second. Technical difficulties, please stand by. Right, let me just reboot it again. It'll pop back up. There we go. There we go. Okay, right, all good to go. Keep having Java stuff pop up. Right, okay, so, are we ready? So, in 3, 2, 1, and go. Okay, right, so this is Colin McRae DiRT for the PC. Now, this is the any percent category, so we're not going to be doing absolutely everything. It has been a while since I've done this, so my driving might be a bit rusty, but I think we should easily get under the 330 estimate. Even with some like bad driving on stages, I think we should be pretty good. So this is the first in the DiRT series, and yeah, it was released back in 2007, I believe. Literally like a few weeks before, I think it was, before Colin McRae's unfortunate death. But this will be forever known as like the last game that he was involved in, before obviously all the ones that have took on his name ever since. So we have 11 tiers to go through, and in each one there's several events. We start with, I think it's 11 events in tier 1, and then it lowers each time you go up. But yeah, it should be pretty good. I have like a bit of a route that I can follow, which should be pretty good, so fingers crossed I do alright. I usually play on amateur, I think, so it should be pretty good. Regarding what he's telling us here, it's just basically like showing us round. This is unfortunately like the first 2 minutes, like, resident sleeper. Yeah, I think we should be good to go. Okay, right, so that one, medium, and that one, and let's go. Okay, right, let's actually do this. Now, I think as far as I can remember, this is in, I think it's automatic gears, which I don't mind. Yeah, it is. So I don't mind doing automatic gears. What's the worst that could happen? Like I said, Colin McRae DiRT, very first game in the DiRT series. Not even, to be honest, it's a pretty decent looking game for the PC, although if there's one thing that I can complain about as well, it is the glare. As you can see, the glare is very, very noticeable. It's quite a lot, if I can call it that. But, yeah, so it's going to be a fairly long run this, but I'm not, you know, everywhere is going to be a bit busy on most parts, but yeah, Didn't really think it could be completed within like 3 hours, to be honest. I always thought, yeah, maybe like, I don't know, maybe 3 hours or something. Like, sorry, not 3 hours, more like 6 hours. Because I think it took me a fair long time for me to actually do this game, and then to finish it. Yeah. Luckily, there's only 2 laps of this, so that's pretty good. I don't think there's any way I can change any of the settings for like gears or anything, but well, we don't need it. Like I said, I'm getting used to it again, so it'll be a case of just adjusting to the game again and getting used to all the handling of the cars and everything like that. I think, there we go. That's the one I was after. I was after the camera button. So we actually race a good range of vehicles in this game. So you can see at the moment we're racing like trophy trucks and stuff, but we actually will be racing things such as buggies and eventually like massive lorries and things like that. So yeah, it's pretty good, pretty good. And that is the first race, all done and dusted.
Awesome, man. Who taught you to drive like that? Out of sight.
So the next one we're going to be doing is a Australian crossover trophy, which is here. And we're going to be using a Renault Clio this time. So there's a good, like I said, there's a decent range of cars in this game. I think in total there's about 80 vehicles, maybe 70 or 80 vehicles, something like that. But it is still pretty good for the range of vehicles that you get. I can't really complain about anything with this game, if I'm honest. It does feel, because it's the first in the series, the handling does feel a bit arcade-ish compared to the likes of DiRT 2, DiRT 3, which I have to admit they feel better to drive and not as loose. But at the same time, the cars on this game, for example, they feel like they've got a crap ton of grip for no reason. I don't know why that's a thing, it just is. It's really weird, to be honest, but yeah, so obviously, like I said, we've got the Renault Clio, and I think we're up against another Renault Clio, which is good. I think because this is a crossover trophy, we do have, I believe, several of these to do. So like this is round 1, I think we've got like rounds 2, 3, 4, etc. But the idea is to try and get as many as possible, so as many different events as we can. Like the least amount of events that we can do. Like we could do, I think the ones that we're doing in the route are the quickest ones, I believe. Also, a big thanks to Lone for finding out about the route for this game as well. Like finding good route for this game. So I believe that's round 1 done, and we're now on to round 2. Which I don't have any idea who it is that we're facing against. I'm guessing another Clio. Looks like an Astra actually. Yeah, shouldn't be too bad, to be honest. Like I said, it's a fairly decent run, but obviously it depends if you've got the stamina to do it. I think most people could probably get into this. It's kind of, if I'm honest, as it stands right now, this run is quite relaxed. It's a fairly chilled run in my eyes. It might be 3.5 hours, which granted is a lot of time to put into a speed run, especially dirt. But at the same time, it doesn't feel like it's stressful, to be honest. But maybe that's just because I'm used to the handle and everything. I don't know. It just feels more relaxed and, I don't know, less, not action paced, but it's kind of, I don't know, what's the word? What's the word? What's the thing I'm thinking of? Like, it doesn't feel like you know you have to push it 110%. Like there's other runs that are in the Colin McRae Rally series, you know, like Colin McRae Rally 1 and 2, where you know you're pushing flat out on every stage. But down this, it's kind of like, you know, you can relax a little bit and not have to push as hard. I mean, don't get me wrong, you can still push pretty hard, but it doesn't feel like, you know, you're clocking your brain into overdrive sort of thing, if that makes sense. Also, we should now have the hatch cup open to us. Which I do. We do, yep, we do. Which is what we're going for next. There we go. So we've got the hatch cup, a hill climb, and I believe British Rallycross. Oh, lovely, my favourite. Alright, so this is going to get a bit brutal with Rallycross. You can tell, obviously. If you don't know what Rallycross is, it's short tracks made for very close racing. And the funny thing is, they actually have something in Great Britain called, well, in the UK called autograss, which, funnily enough, they're like really thin buggies. They're like little thin chassis with an engine on them. It's like, oh well, just like most cars then. But the thing is, they don't have like a shell like you'd expect off a car. It's more a case of literally just, it looks like a chassis with a slight pod on it with a driver in it and an engine. That's about it. It just doesn't look like there's much there. Obviously you've got your suspension bars and so on. But it's a really weird sport. Like, I'd advise just looking it up and just looking at them. You think, what the hell? They look really weird. Yeah, it's really strange. Why? I do not know, but it just looks really strange for some odd reason. Also, later, towards the later half of the game, or I think actually within like the first bit, you actually end up racing against the likes of, I believe, Colin McRae, Ken Block, and stuff like that. I think Travis Pastrana, Colin McRae, and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, there's some famous names now. A lot of them you don't probably recognise. To be honest, I don't. But obviously the likes of Colin and Travis are obviously in there, so it's not too bad. There's only that race actually. Like I said, the first bit of the game actually is quite fast. It's when you get to the later half of the game where it actually feels quicker. And you think, wow, this actually does feel fast. Also, we've got to buy our first car, which I'm going to buy a Subaru. I would buy the Evo, but I prefer the Subaru, because why not? Here it is. And we're off. So this rally stage is actually very, very fast. It's quite fast paced. You think, oh, not a lot can go wrong with it. You couldn't be more wrong, if I'm honest. It's crazy. Very, very fast stage. Thing is, because I haven't played this in a while, I might fall off one of the cliff faces. Hopefully I don't. I'll probably just take it easy, to be honest. But yeah, as you can see already, it's very, very fast paced at the moment. There you go, Travis Pastrana, there's the popular name. I knew he was in here somewhere. Although I didn't think he was this early on, but hey ho, there you go. Also, I don't really know what, well, on the route, maybe Lone might be able to clear this up if he's here, but on the route it says buy the Evo, but I have always bought the Subaru. I don't know why, the Subaru just feels quicker. Maybe the Evo is quicker. I've never really given it a try, to be honest. Plus, I'm saving the money too, so it's not that bad. As long as I buy the right cars that I can remember, then it's not too bad. And I have to buy the BMW when it comes to the 4x4 stuff. I know that much. Also, there's a rally later on down the line actually, which I've not mentioned yet, which is like a front-wheel drive, classic front-wheel drive championship. And you end up using the Renault 5 Turbo, I believe, as it's the fastest car. But because of the nature, like the nature of the stages and things like that, it is actually very, very difficult. And not very nice, to be honest. I think it's only one stage, yeah. Wicked. Okay, so we have one more event, and then that is Tier 1 done. So Tier 1 is, I believe, British Rallycross, which is literally that one there, right next to us. There. Menuing in this game isn't actually too bad either. It's really very fast in terms of menuing too, so it's pretty good. Ooh, Subaru versus an Evo. Well, it's several Evos. Okay, can I get down his inside into turn 1? Yes! Oh, I made it! I tried! Oh crap. Oh, hello. Is that Colin? Yes, it is. The star of the show. Oh, is he going? I'll give him a little hand. There we go. It's time to chase down Colin. It's like, come here, Colin. Arrgh. Taking on the master himself. We've done it. We took him. Yes. On his home circuit too. I believe Knockhill is his closest circuit, unless there's another Scottish racing circuit that's nearby to him. I don't know. I could be wrong. Isn't there many racing circuits in Scotland? I do not know. I don't know. I really don't. Maybe there is. I mean, I know of Knockhill, but I don't really know of any others. Also, I mainly remember Knockhill's long track rather than its short track, mainly from Toka 2 Touring Cars. I don't know if anyone remembers that game, but that had it in as well. Very good, pretty good. Just coming up right on the last few corners on the last lap, and then that will be us done. I think it's only the one race anyway, I don't think there's anything more. Yeah, that seems to be it. Right, so we've unlocked tier 2. Which our first one is the Goodridge, I believe it is, the Goodridge 4-wheel drive championship. That one. And I've been told to buy the Celica, so we're buying the Celica. So we've got to buy the Celica, then there's a tarmac trophy, a Super 2000 tarmac trophy, from what I'm reading on the notes anyway. By the way, I know everyone's like, oh, you should have brought the 95 Subaru. I know. I'm really regretting that I didn't do it, but oh well. Nice, we made it through that. That first few turns, by the way, is a nightmare. Like, it is awful. If you get tagged by one of the AI just doesn't have any of it. It's like, nope, you're going round. I don't care. If you're in front of me and you're 5 seconds in front of me, I'm just going to ram you. It's pretty bad. So we got pretty lucky with them, I think. Also, you'll notice that I play in bonnet cam. That's just because it's just the camera that I feel the most comfortable playing in. Also, I will say for the most part, it's really weird playing this with automatic gears. I usually play with manual gears whenever I play a racing game. Playing with automatic just feels weird. I know I'm playing at a disadvantage by playing with automatic, but ah well. I don't mind. I'll play with the disadvantage for once. There is some games though, isn't there, where automatic gears are faster than manual. So it's not. I don't know. I think this is one of those games where manual is obviously faster than automatic, but at the same time, I'm actually intrigued to see, because I've never really done a run with automatic gears before, so maybe automatic is faster, I don't know. I'm not comparing this time against my PBs or anything like that, so it's kind of just however it goes is however it goes. Plus it's a D-Rust run this, as well as a D-Rust run and a somewhat, I don't know, what's it, oh yeah, it's like a D-Rust run and like a first run, I don't know. But if anyone has any questions regarding this game, I don't think many people do, but if you do, then be sure to ask me, feel free to fire away. Ooh. I think I remember this stage. Quite horrendous, just this starting bit here. Nice. Okay, we're not doing too bad already. No, we've only just started, but still. I just had a nightmare with this stage. There was actually one stage, there's a clip on my Twitch channel somewhere where I was doing a run of this game. I think it was the Europe Championship or something. I was using the Lancia Delta S4, which I believe is the fastest car in this game that you can get. And I was putting my foot down, like really going for it and all that stuff. And then I went flying off the road. Didn't even realise that, you know, where the corner was. Completely went flying off track and somehow managed to get back on track, albeit with a damaged car, but it wasn't too bad. But it was still pretty good. I enjoyed it quite a bit. It still makes me laugh, and I'm proud of that moment right now. Let's see. We've got a few hairpins on this stage. Not too bad, actually. I'm not a fan of the car, though, the Fiat Punto. I would have bought another car here, because apparently I was supposed to buy the Peugeot 207 Cup. But instead I'm just going to use this. But I'm not a fan of this car. I don't know about most people, but the old Punto I'm not really a fan of at all. I had a friend that used to have one, and let's just say it wasn't that great of a car when he was driving it. Like I said, relatively relaxed. There's not really much more to say on about this, to be honest. I'm intrigued to see others try this game, because I think at the moment there's only myself and Lone that have tried doing a run of it. I mean, alright, it's a 3.5 hour, you're probably talking 3.5, 4 hours, but when you get used to the handling, I think the handling isn't a bad issue. Like, you think, oh right, well it's going to take ages to get used to it. Trust me, I don't think it is. Even after not playing the game for probably, I don't know, a good few months now, I've got back into it quite easily at the moment. So I'm pretty sure if I could do it, I'm pretty sure anyone can. But everyone, each to their own. Neither am I, to be honest. Yeah, well, we're all the same. Also, I think I got another car. Yeah, I got a Fiat bar. Right, so the next one is the... What is it? It's hill climb next. And I think this is with the Subaru, so this should be good. This is like a short part of it. Yeah, a different hill climb bit. Also, thanks for the good luck, Ryzen. Appreciate it. I'm not actually sure about this stage, I can't remember. I was going to say, I can't remember if it's flat out or not. Obviously it's not, because it's hairpins. That's immediately put me out of words. Nevertheless, I actually run surprisingly well this game on PC. I've never really had it crash on me before, or anything like that. But yeah, if anyone's got any questions about the run or the game itself, then feel free, like I said, feel free to fire away and ask. I don't mind answering any questions you guys might have. Just need to be careful I don't go off the cliff's edge here, because otherwise it's like, yeah, reset. Okay, oh, that's the edge. I don't want to go there. No thanks, car. Also, there is a cockpit view. That's roughly what the cockpit view looks like. I think, does it go back? Yeah, it does. It goes back like that. This is the more like the rally experience than anything else. I don't mind driving in this view for rallies and stuff like that, but I don't know, I couldn't do it on a run, this is the thing. Unlike, say, Dirt Rally, where it's probably necessary to do it. I don't think I could do a run for like an hour and an hour and a half or even like 20 minutes with this. I'm tempted to give it a shot with like the older CMR games because I know the graphics were a lot worse on those games in terms of what you could see from in the car, and just to see how I'd get on. Yeah, it should be pretty good. Nice. Won by a fair margin there. Right, so the next event I've got to go to is Rallycross Trophy, I believe. According to my route, anyway, I'm just following the route because it's easier. Easiest and the quickest way. Okay, so we've got Rallycross. Where is it? There, Rallycross Trophy. Nice. And then after this is a T1 Raid America. So, T1 Raid America, that is 4x4s, just for those that don't know what T1 Raid is. But yeah, so we're going to have 4x4s. Like I said, there's a fair mix of cars in here, as we put a few people out of the way. Come on, Subaru, come on. Oh, it's neck and neck. He's not backing down this god. Come on. Oh, come on, go, go, go. Yes, nice. Easily got past him. Easy. Like I said, just for reference, I am playing on like there's several difficulty levels for this game. I think there's Rookie, Novice, Amateur, Pro, and then Pro Am. I think Pro AM. And Pro AM is obviously a really, really hard difficulty. I've never really played on the Pro AM difficulty before. I've always just played on like Amateur because it gives you a fair bit of money. If you wanted to, you could play on the easiest difficulty. But I kind of want a bit of a challenge somewhat from the AI. Not much of a challenge, but a bit. Rather than just drive past it like turn 1 without any problems. Hence the reason why I've done it with Amateur difficulty. With do all the events with Amateur difficulty. So there's like a few things probably to mention. So obviously there's 11 tiers in this game. You go through each tier and you get 10 points usually per event. Per event that you complete. So like that's another 10 that we've just earned there by doing that event. And eventually they all add up and you get to tier 11. And tier 11 is something called Race of Champions, I believe. And the Race of Champions is actually really good. Because in said Race of Champions you have... Yeah, in the Race of Champions that you do, it's basically like 4 races where you're all put in the same car and you have to do, I think, say 4 races, more like 5 maybe 6 races. And it's actually quite good, to be honest. I enjoy it a lot. Because it's basically putting, I think it's 6 drivers, like how we've got here. You put 6 drivers all in the same car, on the same piece of, on the same piece of tarmac, and it's up to you to try and beat them at their own game, so to speak. But there's also a slight catch, because in that it's not just you doing, let's say 6 rallycross races on different tracks. You're doing a mixture of stuff. So say there's one of these races where you're driving 4x4s, there's a rally stage that you have to do. There's a rallycross race that you have to do, a trailblazer, which I believe is the Pikes Peak. There's a fair few different, a few variety of races. Trailblazer, unfortunately, isn't like the one that you get in, it's not nearly as good as the one that you get in like Dirt 2 and Dirt 3. And those that are further down the line as well. But it's not that bad, if I'm honest. It's still pretty good. I still enjoy it, as much as the next person does. It's a good variety of races to stop you from getting bored. The ones that I'm not so much a fan of are these type of races, because they are kind of a bit bland. The only way you can kind of spice things up is to, I don't know, roll your car every now and again, or just try and put your foot down as fast as you can and get through it as quick as you can. These are the ones I feel are the ones that seem to drag on the most. And I'm sure a lot of people could agree with me on that one, but I don't know. It begs the question, what are people's everyone that's in the chat at the moment, what are your guys' thoughts on like the different disciplines? You know, which one's your favourite? You know, do you like rally? Do you prefer rallycross? Do you like the off-road 4x4 stuff like this? Do you like the trailblazer stuff, which is extremely fast through really long tracks and stuff like that? Or is it something completely different? You know, like off-road buggies, for example. Buggy racing. Trailblazer, okay. Okay. Rallycross, okay, so we got one for Trailblazer, one for Rallycross. My personal favourite, because I want to be different on this one, but my personal favourite has always been Rally. I like Rally a lot. I don't think there's anything wrong with going from A to B, and obviously you run the risk of smashing your car to pieces if you don't do it right. Okay, so I believe that is tier 2 finished. So we're on to tier 3 now, which is nice, and we also got a big massive truck. Okay, so there's something called T4 Raid, which we're going to be doing, and I think that's these. Okay, so this is that really big truck we just unlocked. Yeah, we get to race it now. I think this is one of the only races where you get to race a massive truck thing as well. Also, it's better if you if you have automatic gears on this, it's even better because, well, to be honest, it's a bit of a pain. Also, I love the fact that one of them's got DHL on the back. It's like, we're trying to get your parcel delivered, but we can't get there on time. Just introduce one of these to the mix. That'll do the trick. You remember all like your childhood that you played in CMR2 arcade? Well, there's a run of that coming up, I believe, later on. Actually, straight after this one by AJ. So it'll be a very quick run, but it's still a run, and there's even one off Joseph, I believe, later on. So you're in luck, Ryzen. You are in luck. I was like, how have I not got past this block? I said this guy then. I said this bloke then. How have I not got past this? Yeah. Come on. Come on. Come on, truck. I need you now. I need you. I need you. Also, one thing I've noticed is that this truck has a tendency to roll. Like, you can see how tentative it is at rolling over. It really wants to roll over this thing. It's kind of terrifying, if I'm honest. Especially this corner. This one's quite bad. There we go. I got through it alright. That was good. Yeah, it is a really bad corner, that, tipping the truck over. I've never really tried going behind that Lucas Oil sign, because I don't know if it'll reset me on the track, so I'm rather not risking it. I'm like looking for shortcuts and stuff that I can take, but at the same time I don't want to be messing it up too badly, because I want to get underestimate. I think we should be able to easily get underestimate, if I'm honest, but again, you know, things can happen later on down the line. Obviously, I've not done a run of this game, of this category actually, for probably about a year, so unfortunately I've not had CMR2 for a long time. Oh, that's a shame. It's a great game still, despite it being, I believe, CMR2 the original. That is 19 years old. 19 years old, nearly 20. Next year it'll be 20 years old. It was released in, I think it was June 2000. At least that one's done. All done and dusted.
Awesome, man. Who taught you to drive like that? Out of sight.
Okay, so we have a crossover now, which we're gonna do. Crossover trophy is basically we've got it's basically a super special stage. I remember this track being very difficult actually against the AI. So I better not, hopefully I don't screw up. It's actually not too bad of a track though, really. Also, there is an Audi in here, and there is Volkswagen in here as well, as you'd expect, because basically they have the billboards around. It's Audi and Volkswagen. Obviously, they've got to be in here if they're advertised. I think VW only has a Touareg or Touareg. I think that's how you pronounce it. I could be. I'm probably butchering that name, but yeah, there's that one, and then the Audi, I believe, only has the TT. In this game, there's nothing much more than that. I think it's just the Audi TT. Also, there we go. That's that. I think that's one crossover done. I think it's 3 rounds, if I'm right. I don't even bother like repairing the car or anything, just because it makes the run a lot faster. There we go. This is basically what you call. It's more. This is pretty much what happens in challenge percent in CMR2. Actually, now that I think about it. But except for it being like you do like three rounds, you do 4 rounds of the same track, and you do it on 5 different tracks, I believe. But on this game, it's just kind of one event with 3 races on it, and that's about it. Really, there's not much else to mention. I think they've got a good mix, to be honest. Like, the route has a good mix of races, so you're not feeling like you're doing the same stuff all the time. Like, for example, you don't feel like you're just doing the rally races all the time. You're doing circuit racing, then they obviously throw lorries at you and buggies and stuff like that. So you've obviously got your good mix of vehicles and races in there, which I think is pretty good, to be honest. I think it's the reason why I don't have any problems playing this for like 3.5 hours. But then say for something like the original CMR, doing that 100%, which I actually attempted last week, that's a killer because, well, it takes ages and you're doing the same stuff twice over. Right, so we now get our first chase at buggies, I believe. Actually, hang on. We don't do that one. No, actually, I looked. It's that one. That's the one we're supposed to be doing. There we go. The Forest Classic. This is it. This is the one I was supposed to be doing. So it's this one, and then there's a crossover event, another crossover event. I'm not sure how many stages it is for this rally, or this event. I think it's just the 1 stage, but I could be wrong. It could be 2 or 3 stages. If it's 1, then this will be done fairly quickly, if I'm honest. Also, I can't help but feel like the time, when you do the any percent run for this game, time actually flies. Unlike most runs where it feels like time drags. This is the thing, it's slightly relaxed. You can kind of work your way around it, you know, take your time with it, and it'll feel like it just takes forever. But in 3.5 hours, it soon comes around. You'll be like, I was only doing tier 1 a minute ago, and now I'm doing tier 4, and I'm like, God, this is quick. You get what I mean? For them sort of runs, it's weird like that, but I don't mind it personally. I like it. It's fun. Ooh, gotta be careful. There's some debris on the edge. I think this is about 3.5 minutes a stage. Can't quite remember. About 3 and a bit minutes. Not doing too bad so far, actually, as it stands right now. I'm doing quite good on time by the looks of it too. Funnily enough, I was actually playing WRC2 Extreme the other day for the PlayStation 2. I was actually looking at doing speedruns of that because it's been a while since I've played it, but I realised that there's 14 rallies in that game. Each rally is about 8 minutes long, and you can actually skip half of the rallies and still win the championship, which I think is pretty good, to be honest. Pretty cool idea. You just have to know which rallies to skip and which ones you don't. I don't actually know which ones to skip yet. I'm just kind of making a route up as I go along, sort of thing. But it's a pretty cool little game for the PlayStation 2. I still like that game, actually. I still play it every now and again. I've been playing it a bit lately. That's just because of the fact, like I said, I've been wanting to speedrun it and see what I can get out of it. For like the Novice Championship, obviously. Nearly there, nearly there. Near at the end? Yeah. Oh god. Okay, that went terribly. That was terrifying. Okay, so we've got one more event, which is the Japanese crossover, I believe, and then we're on to Tier 4. So, where's the Japanese crossover? 2 events down. There we go. Right, the Japanese crossover is actually like a minute long, roughly, per time you go around it. So we're probably talking, I don't know, about a minute and 2 seconds. Times that by 3, you've got about a little over 3 minutes. I remember I could get like close to a minute in the Subaru. I could be wrong. I might have mixed it up with Lancia Delta, but I know it's possible to do this in like a minute's time. Like, it literally takes 1 minute to do the full thing. Pretty quick. Also, it might look like we're behind, but that first route that we do is actually a really long route. And this is the short route. So you'll end up finding that, oh, hang on a minute, I can do this. It's very, very quick. It's like, yep, you can, and it is extremely quick. Okay, so about a minute, roughly a minute and 2 seconds. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, so this is round 2 now. And then we'll have round 3 afterwards, of course. Funnily enough, I used to own this. Game on the 360, and it's like a little fun fact for you. But unlike some people who probably played this before they played DiRT 2, DiRT 3, and maybe there probably is a few people that are like that, but I actually played this game after I played DiRT 2. So I played DiRT 2 first, whenever that came out, and then like literally a few months later I saw this on the shelf at a cheap price at a game shop. Went, I've not actually played the original. I played DiRT 2, but I never played the original. So I just snagged it there, and then I was like, yeah, I'll have that. I'll take that. I'm like, yeah, right, okay, it's this much, blah blah blah. Took it home, played it. I was like, this is a weird game. But the weird thing is, ever since I've played it like on PC and started playing it again, it feels better to play now than it ever had before. I don't know why that is.
Check this out. Level 4. Like it? Love it.
Okay, so the first event we'll be doing is the Pro 4 series. Or the Italian crossover. I think I might do the Italian crossover first, because it's the first one there. Why not? We'll do the Italian crossover first. Plus, I believe it's a lot shorter. Looking at the times it takes to do these, the Italian crossover is a lot shorter. So we'll do the Pro 4 series afterwards. Plus, I really do like the crossover events. They are a lot of fun. I don't know, there's always been something about events where if you've got two people racing on the same piece of track and you've got crossovers, like you have on this, and obviously I'm guessing that's where the name crossover came from, either that or they weren't very smart when they named this game. But I still think it's, like I said, a really cool idea. I can't really fault it at all. I think it's very, very cool. Very, very cool. But yeah, I don't know, it's just something about it, having two cars, same piece of track, with like bridges that cross over to the other side and so on. I'm like, yeah, I really enjoy it. Oh god. Only a bit of a scratch against the wall. Also, you don't get your co-driver, I always forget about this, you don't actually get your co-driver in the crossover events. So you won't left to into right to like you would normally. Also, I didn't know why it's saying Scottish because he's American, I think, in this one. For some odd reason, it is an American bloke that's in this one. But yet, in the ones that are in the ones after this, they're all like Scottish or English. I think this is the only CMR game which, well, the only Colin McRae DiRT game or whatever, the only Colin McRae game that had a American co-driver. Also, 145 dead. Damn. I don't know how many rounds there is. I think there's 3 rounds of this. I could be wrong. Is there 3 rounds of this or only 2? Don't know. Hope there's only 2. And I'm actually not sure about the Pro 4 thing, actually. I think the T4 might be a big race again, but like 2 laps of it rather than 1. And one thing that actually goes for this game is the less time you spend in the menus, the better. Like, the more time you can spend in-game and going around the tracks and, you know, doing the racing part, less time you spend in the menus, the better, because obviously you'll get your RTA down. Just something I thought I'd mention. Obviously, it probably goes without saying, but, you know, still. The weird thing is, Italy in this game, unlike most games where Italy is usually a tarmac rally, in this game it's a gravel rally. There's barely any tarmac at all. Which, I don't know, look at it as a good side or a bad side. I mean, I'd prefer it to be a tarmac rally like it is on Colin McRae Rally 2. Because I have a lot more fun with grippy tyres and grippier surfaces rather than having the car slide all over the place. But, each to their own, I guess. Obviously, I'm guessing it is, you know, there is like dusty patterns in Italy and stuff like that. Nice.
Awesome all the way.
Okay, so the next one we've got is an event that's next to it. Now, this is the Pro 4 series, by the way. So, we're gonna have to do this. This is supposedly about 6 minutes long. Well, it's actually it's 3 minutes. 3 laps. Okay, it's these guys again. Oh dear. Please don't hit me off the road. Thank you. Nice. Okay, right. So, I think you guys remember this this circuit race. This was actually the first one we had. And funnily enough, I've just remembered something. When you do the Race of Champions, you actually do this circuit. This is actually going to be... It's a bit ironic. You do this as the first race in the game and also the last race in the game. So, and obviously do a couple of races in between, which is pretty cool. I actually did the career 100% run of this game, and it took about 7 and a bit hours. I was pretty gutted to see it take 7 hours. I thought it'd take like 6.5, honestly. It's still pretty good, the fact that it took like a little over 7. I was thinking more like you know, originally I was like thinking, right, okay, this will go well under 7, and it was going like towards 7 hours. I was thinking, is it going to take 8 hours now? And it didn't, thankfully. It took way under that. It's a pretty decent sized 100% run for this, but at the same time, as I said after I did that run, I was absolutely shot. I didn't want to, you know, I didn't want to do another run. I was like, yeah, I don't want to do this again. Unless I'm absolutely balmy enough that I want to actually try and do it again, then I may give it another shot. But until that happens, no, I'm not going to do that. Thank you very much. Also, I think there's 2 races now that I look at the fact that the estimate is like 6 minutes for this event. Also, having automatic gears does help you out a ton because it stops you actually from changing gears, which is nice. Also, I forgot, what does this look like? Oh, so what does this look like in cockpit view? I can't see where I'm going. Near enough blind though, you just see a grid in front of your face like, yep, I don't think I'm doing that. I think we'll get in like a 2-minute 40s here for this event. Let's just see what we get. 242 I reckon, or is it going to be lower than that? It's not even going to be 240. Still 240, nice. Okay, so that's actually it's 2 races. Aha! There you go. That'd explain a lot. Ah, it's this race. Right. So this track's a bit different. So, as you might be able to tell, there's like these little rocks on the inside of the track. The white rocks and the tyres and everything. Yeah, you have to be really careful around those. Because, unfortunately, if you whack one of them, like I whacked that guy, yeah, your car will really take a pummeling, like a really big pounding from them. I think I've actually hit one of them in a truck once. Now, not on stream or anything like that, but when I was playing the game years ago, that I did a race on this track at some point, and I accidentally hit one of them white tyres. I don't remember how. I think I must have been travelling at some speed or something, but I whacked it with like the front tyre, and it actually took the tyre clean off. Also, I was pretty much blind for that jump. But yeah, it's one of those things. It's proper fun though. Just accidentally, like I said, just accidentally took the tyre off. I was like, yo, guess I'm not going to be driving this vehicle any longer. Whoops. There we go. Also, I think in terms of the engine noises and things like that, you know, the engine noises, the visuals, they didn't do too bad of a job for the first effort, really. Obviously, Dirt 2 looks a lot better than this game. The glare's not as bad and stuff like that. The graphics, you know, the textures of like the cars and even the water physics look better. But given, like I say, given the fact that this was the first attempt at rebooting the Colin McRae series, it's still a valiant effort, wouldn't you say? So I'm trying to think what races we've got to do after this. I think there's one that involves the Lancia. I could be wrong, but I can't remember. Like I said, it's been a while since I've done the route, so you'll have to forgive me. I'm just trying to follow it as best as I can. The driving's not been too bad either, which I'm quite happy with at the moment. Yeah, I hope everyone's day is going well and is enjoying McRaeathon 2 so far. And I hope everyone's looking forward to the runs coming up, because I know I certainly am. Uh-oh. Can't see where I'm going. That went surprisingly well, for some reason. Okay, I think we've finished that event. That's done. Yep, that's done. Nice. Wicked. Okay, so the next thing we've got to do is the Group B Classic, I believe. Which, funnily enough, is that event there. And that is the car we want to buy. There we go. Awesome, welcome Nova. So we've got the Group B Classic, which we're doing now, and then there's also got a few other events too. Bloody hell, this the speed of this! God, and you wonder how they managed to rally these things back in the day. Oh come on AI, please be good. Okay, the AI's been good with me so far, this is pretty good. Also, there's one right on my tail. He's right on my tail. Okay, hopefully I can power away from him. Fingers crossed I can. Oh, oh no. Okay, I hit tyres. That's not good. Hopefully it's not done too much damage to my car, and I've not took some extra sets of tyres with me. And pulling the gap out, we should be fine. Would say it doesn't matter too much if I lose, but at the same time it kind of does. I mean, this car would be better if I had manual gears on it instead of automatic. It doesn't feel like it's driving too great with automatic gears, but like I said, it's only. I can't see this run going way over estimate, to be honest. I think this will stay way under estimate as it stands right now. Anyway. Also, there's 2 races of this. I've just seen there's 2. So that's one race done. And we got the other one. What's the other race? What's this one? Oh, it's Knockhill. Yes. Oh, this will be easy. Oh, God. Okay. Seems like my CPU can't handle this. No, it can. It's fine. Let's see. Yeah, this will be a relatively quick race, if I'm honest. Oh god. Steady, steady, steady. Okay, not doing too bad there. Kept it in line, which is good. Okay, didn't mean to hit that. That's fine. We're getting there, we're getting there. And that's that done. So what's the next one? We've got a T4 raid of America, and that's it. And then we're done with tier 4. Also 1.1 million it would seem. Ooh, this is all them big trucks again. Are we ready for the trucks, guys? I don't think I am. I'm guessing we've got 2 laps, say 2 laps, 2 races to do. Unless it's just this one massive lap we've got to do. Actually, I wonder what it looks like from the inside. I've never actually tried driving these from the inside. There we go. Also, get out of the way, DHL, come on! I know you want to deliver parcels, come on! In that truck, there's probably a guy called Kevin. He's just doing his job. What was funny was there was a guy that I was actually behind, a delivery driver, the other day, coincidentally, and he was driving this van and it was going a lot faster than it should have been. Like, I'm talking public roads here, not motorway, like public roads, 30-mile-an-hour public road, and this lad was doing, like, I don't know, 40, nearly 50 miles an hour on the road. I'm like, yo, this guy is clearly in a rush or just really wants to deliver them parcels, and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to leave him to it. I'm like, I'm not even going to try and keep up with this guy. Forget it. He must have been doing 40 or 50 at least. Mad. Like, I'm not even joking. I wish I was kidding, but I'm not. Oh, in Dirt 3... Ah, yeah. I forgot there was trucks in Dirt 3. You have to play them in Season 1. Nice. Oh no. Oh no! Okay, I rolled it. Can I reset the vehicle, please? Yeah. God, I rolled it. I've never rolled it before. That would be a first that I've ever rolled. Something like that. Also, I got reset. Nice. Oh dear. Okay, so I've rolled it and I tried cutting the corner and it reset me. Okay, now comes the fun part. Trying to get the lead back before the end of this race. Yeah, 2 races. I know there's like a massive event that you do on Dirt 2, funnily enough, which is yeah, a big event that you do on Dirt 2, which is stadium trucks. And there's even one on Dirt 3 as well, but it takes forever. Like, that's the worst bit, it just takes forever. Oh, come on, can I get him into the hairpin? Come on. Come on, can I get him? Can I get him? That's alive! Oh! I made it. Only just made it. Good grief. Yeah, I think there was a race in Dirt 2, or there was some real long race in Dirt 2 with stadium trucks, but there towards the latter end of it. Yeah, the clutch. I know, yeah, so close. Ooh. I didn't do that on purpose, that was just because I rolled the truck. Also, atomic, okay. He's delivering fuel. Get rid of him. Also, whoever's driving the red van, he's either got a super mod or something on it, or he's just really quick. Haha, I'm coming. Here I come. It is really weird driving a big truck like this in a rally game. You wouldn't actually think a rally game would ever include it, but I guess they really wanted to push the boat out with this game. Like, they really wanted to push the boat out. Like, what could we have in? Well, we've got buggies in there. We've got, like, stadium trucks. Tier 4, we obviously got the typical rallycross. What else can we throw in there? Well, this lorry racing, we could throw that in. Yeah, sure, why the hell not? I'm sure it'd be pretty fun. Plus, it gives us more variety in the game. Yeah. So look at all the different varieties of games we've got. Yeah, that's a great idea. Let's throw it in. It's like, what liveries can we put on them though? Oh, I've got an idea. We'll put one on for DHL. What else? A gas company? Like what? Shell? Yeah, that works. We'll throw that in there as well. BP? Nah, they cost too much. What, even for an advertisement? Yep. I bet that was the sort of conversations they're having when they were deciding, should we put trucks in? Yeah, and then also, what liveries should we put on said trucks now that we're putting them in? Also, my god, come on! 2 truck races in DiRT Season 1, hey! That'll be pretty interesting between you and AJ. Also, I heard he was practicing last night in Nova, so I'd watch yourself. He might end up leaving you in his dust. I think he was practicing last night and he told me he did like a 36.17. So he's way underestimate if he can do anything like that. So you're in trouble unless you can pull something out of the bag. Pretty impressive run, I should add too. We'll die in Gymkhana. It won't be too bad.
You're going through more tears than a wedding cake. Keep it up, man.
More tears than the wedding cake, okay? Never heard that before. You just want to get an estimate. Yeah, I understand, man, I understand. Right, so Rallycross Cup, that's the next one. So we now get to drive a Lotus Elise, yeah. Oh, cars. This is the Audi TT. This is where the Audi TT comes in. It's like Lotus versus Audi, essentially. Nice. Also, I think one of them just hit the thing behind. XD. Oh, it's an XD. Sorry, I thought it was an Elise. I don't know why. It looks like an Elise to me. Sorry, Joseph. Thanks for correcting me, though. But yeah, no, but it's all about having fun. It's the participating that counts, that's all. You get underestimate, you get underestimate. I'm not too worried if people don't get underestimate, because I know not everyone can't get underestimate, but if people can, then they can. Also, 360, because why not? Didn't actually want to do that, that just happened. It's pretty convenient that I managed to get it turned around and going in the opposite direction again. Sorry, the same direction. You'd rather have a Lotus Elise last Siege over a Hennessy Venom. Dude, I'd have the Hennessy Venom, I'm sorry. Sorry to disappoint, I'd be the other way around. It's kind of a hard choice. It's like me having to pick between, do I want a Subaru Impreza or a Mitsubishi Evo? That's a hard question for me to answer. That's my hardest ever question, which is, would you rather have a Subaru Impreza or would you rather have an Evo? And it's like, well, yeah, but you have to define which one I'm gonna get. You can't just say the Evo or the Impreza. You've got to specify a model. Otherwise, I can't fit one. I'm sorry. So it's like, right, okay, what about the Evo 4 versus the 95 Impreza? I'd be like, tough choice, but I'd pick the Impreza. And it's like, what about the Evo 4 versus the 05 Impreza? I'd be like, I'd pick the Evo 8. Also, round you go. Also, Gee, where's the lag? Holy cow. Frames, please. Look, that Audi's actually quick. So, up inside. Whichever got handbrakes. Double braking. Yeah. Sure comes in useful. Always a good little trick to use that. If you don't want to use your brakes or you want to stop faster, just use your brake and your handbrake. Unfortunately, it doesn't really work in simulation games. Oh my god. I actually thought he was going to hit me then. He had some FPS drops. Yeah, I think mine is because I have a lot going on at the moment. That's probably why. Usually it doesn't lag too much. I don't mind it dropping as well. Yeah, that U-turn though. Oh dear. I didn't actually mean for it to go backwards near enough. Just spin and just fall backwards. That was what I meant to do. Just take the corner normally. Fast and normal. I know it can be a bit off-putting. It's not off-putting me too bad, so it's fine. Nice, that's that one done.
First place? That's fantastic. Congratulations.
Believe, yeah, it's that. Oh, hang on. Oh no, that wasn't what I wanted to buy. That is what I wanted to buy. Whoops. There we go. That was what I meant to buy. I accidentally bought another car then. Whoops. It's fine. I don't think... I think I'm going to earn enough money to buy another car anyway later on. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. That was close. Yeah, as I found out, this car has really good top speed. So, I'm going off-road. Is that Colin in front of me? I bet it is. Let's hope you still have... Yeah, I know. I hope I still have money for the next one. So I've got this, and then there's a Pikes Peak race apparently after this. I have a couple of races to do still. This is tier 5 now, I believe. Yeah, that's Colin. And he was doing his Dakar stuff at the time. I believe that's why he's in that car. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, Joseph. I think I've still got enough money anyway. And I've still got enough money for another car because I don't really spend it on other cars. Like for example, the Subaru I believe is cheaper than the Evo, and I didn't actually buy a car when I was supposed to. I didn't buy the Opel Astra, so I'm saving myself money in different places. I don't know. That's just how I did it last time. Also, I don't think this game had flashbacks in it, did it? I think this came out before Grid, if I remember correctly. This came out before Grid, because Grid came out in 2008, I think. I could be wrong though. Or did it come out the same year? I don't know. Also, there's 2 laps of this. Oh boy. It's just one long race. That's not too bad. That's a relief. It's a good job I slowed down enough then. My god. Right, that's 1 lap done. I'll do it all again. Another 2.5 minutes. Like I said, these are the ones I don't like, the ones that take really, really long. They're kind of like, Resident Sleep, you know. yeah, I believe after this we have Pikes Peak Hill Climb, and I think that's it for... I could be wrong, I think there might be another event that I need to do. Probably is another event I need to do. There's Pikes Peak, but I don't actually know how long that is. Like whether it's a short one or what. It's 3.5 minutes apparently, so that's probably the not the long version, but longish. Come on, nearly there. Nearly there. Oh god. Please don't reset me. Oh, thank God it didn't. Phew! I was expecting that to reset me and I was like, please don't. Just don't do that now. I have a pretty healthy lead actually now that I look at it. Crikey. Miles ahead. Running away with it pretty much. Ooh, don't jinx it now. I always do that in mid-air. For some weird reason, I have this weird thing where when I'm in mid-air, I often let off the gas, unless I really want to put my foot down. He somehow finished 17 seconds behind me. I must have made up that much time for second half.
You've got 2 new events lined up.
Right, it's that Alpine Peaks. What car am I using? Oh, Subaru. Nice. Okay, cool. Oh, I have a buggy race after that, actually. So we get to see buggies for the first time. Cool. I did actually make a mistake, you know. When it comes to doing the Pikes Peak, I do have a bit of a problem with Pikes Peak. And by that what I mean is I have the problem of going off. There's a certain part of the Pikes Peak track. Unfortunately, because of this car's speed, I'm not actually going to hit that at the moment that I need to. I won't be travelling at 200 kilometers an hour or whatever and then smash off the road. Far from it. It'll be later on when I get to use a car that's extremely quick. Like really put my foot down. I think it might be this bit actually, I'm not sure. But there's a bit where you can easily just go off the road like it's nothing. Just fly off the road at 110 miles an hour, 120 miles an hour. And because the car's dead sensitive on the braking, you can't exactly keep a lid on things and stop. You know, like just go and just put your brakes on. Not as easy as it looks, trust me. Also, I've actually gone over that. I've clipped that little lip, like the little bit. Sorry, the dip of the car. I don't remember which one it was. I was driving one, and I clipped it. And it just went flying off the circuit. I was like, "Yeah, that's game over. I'm gonna have to reset." Unfortunately, this game doesn't have flashback, so you're out of luck there. Pardon me. I apologise. I don't know if anywhere else has had snow, by the way. I do believe Joseph said he had some to me this morning, but has anybody else had any snow where they are in the last week or so? I know we have in Britain, we've had like a slight dusting. Literally, that's what we call it, a slight dusting. It's not that much. Yeah, plenty, Joseph, yeah. Yeah, you've had more than probably anybody else I've seen. Apart from maybe... No, actually no. I think most we've had is like 10 centimetres or something. But you've had more like 1.5 foot by the looks of it. Up in Norway. Right, so that's that event done. We've now got a buggy exhibition to do.
You can access 2 new events. Go get 'em, bud.
I actually don't know what I need to buy here in terms of the buggies. What's got more power? That one. There we go. Okay, this is where it gets tricky because with these, with buggies, because they're all narrow, not a narrow frame, pretty hard to keep in line. Also, because your tyres can get tangled up really easily. That's a problem. I think we've got 2 races. There's this one and then another. I could be wrong, but I think I'm right on that one. There's Knockhill and I think maybe a race at Croft. Or a race elsewhere. And Brian Ickler, the guy whose buggy it actually is. That's actually a nice touch. I didn't know that he was actually racing, but that's like a nice little touch. The fact that Brian Ickler's buggy's in here, and you're actually racing against Brian Ickler. You know, the AI obviously, not the actual person, but that's a nice little touch. I never really noticed it before. I knew you race against like rally styles and stuff, but I didn't actually notice you race against the guy who was like, yep, came up with the idea of the Brian Ickler buggy. There we go. Okay, what track are we at? Oh, it's this one. Go. Okay, please don't spin. Nice, that didn't spin. I don't think it's as bad as the Audi and all this. Actually, it's a lot faster than the Audi, isn't it? Not the Audi, the Lotus, sorry. A lot faster than that. A lot quicker. That's unbelievable how fast it actually is. I think this is the last event for tier 5, so we're near enough, about halfway there. Obviously until we get to the likes of the other ones.
You ready? You know it.
Right. Tier 6. We've got Pikes Peak FTO Sprint. This is going to be fun. There you go. Okay, so this is where the run really gets quicker now. Because now what we've got is a car that's capable of going from, well, like, it'll speak for itself. $230, $240 mile an hour, they're quick. The worst thing about this is it's extremely sensitive to damage, and there's a lot of places that can really throw you off should you get it wrong. This is the Pikes Peak, a 6.5 minute trip up a mountainside. For the full experience, do this. Oh god. Oh god. It is terrifying. So I don't know how fast I'm going. Hopefully I don't mess this up here. It's actually this car that you can mess up with quite easily, and I lost about a minute I think on the Race of Champions to my PB, so it was like, it could have been a 307, but because of it messing up and everything, it was a 308 and I was pretty gutted. I was like, no, I lost a minute. I mean, I still PB'd, but I know that I can like go a minute faster because of the fact that, well, if I didn't mess up on this, not on this event, but on the Race of Champions one, it could easily be about a minute faster. Nice, we're halfway there. Hold it. Brakes! Oh my god. God damn it. This is crazy. Oh, don't hit that. I say don't hit that rock. Jeff Irvine, that actually rings a bell for some reason. Like, he sounds very famous in terms of the hill climbing stuff. I don't know why, but he just does. Just does. Is he actually very popular in real life? Does anybody know who he is? I presume so. Or somebody must know who he is. God. Come on, don't mess this up. Do you think this is the last time you'll see Pikes Peak? I'll just say it now. It isn't. It isn't going to be the last time you'll see this. I'm 43 seconds ahead. How? And you? I don't think I need to. I don't think I need to say why, do I? How much your difficulty? Makes sense. I think just 2 hairpins to go, and then we're there. I believe. I think that's what it is. Come on. Please don't do this to me. 51 seconds ahead. Wow. That is what you call an event.
Hey, even I was impressed. Awesome all the way.
I think it's that one, isn't it? Yeah, it's that one. Okay. I think this is it. Yeah. That's it. Okay, then it's a Japanese crossover. So we have a crossover event after this. This is the car I'll actually be using later on to do an event in particular, like an Italian rally or something. I'm just going to push him. Come on. I know exactly who that is in front of me. Yep, I thought it was. It was a Mr. McRae. Funnily enough, I'm never a fan of this car. Not really a fan of the Renault 5 Turbo, to be honest. I'm guessing some people here are a fan of it. I mean, I'm not, but some of you guys might be a fan of it. Not doing too bad here, actually. Nice. Very nice. Okay. Doing good. Doing good. Okay, I got 3 races to do this. Blimey. And only 3 races. Forgot it's rear wheel drive. It's going to have problems getting to grips, isn't it? The tarmac. Also, it seems like the power of this thing is pretty dominant. I don't know why you pick any other car. And you realise how much power this thing's got, you know, compared to what the other cars do, and you think, God, why would you pick any of the other cars? But then at that time you think, yeah, I'll pick an Escort to what an Escort. You want a car with the most power, get the Renault 5 Turbo. That's the second race done. Yeah, we'll have these done in no time. These will be done in no time. We've only got, I think, one more lap after this, and then we're done with this one. I said there's a Japanese crossover event after this, and then that'll be, I think, tier 6 done. Like I said, they get better, like as in they get quicker. Like you do less events to do to progress through the ranks, which is good. So you start off doing loads of events as you go per tier. And eventually you go, hang on a bit, you've only done that one event. Yep, well that's enough to unlock the next tier, and then so on. You know, that sort of stuff. So that's how it works on that sort of points system. There we go.
2 new invites for a couple more events. Wicked.
Also, I do like the design of the menus for this game. It's extremely cool. Like, really, really cool.
You're working.
Right, so we just do a Japanese crossover, and we are good. These will obviously be slower than... We've got to do this 3 times, and this will obviously be slower than the likes of the newer Subaru and any other car. Just because of the fact that, well, we're in an older car, so it makes sense. Less power, and all that stuff. There we go, and then that's... Oh wow, okay. So, I was quite wrong about that. So it seems like, you know the modern Subaru? Yeah, it seems like the 06 one is a lot slower than the Celica. I didn't actually expect it to be that slow. Damn, that's actually pretty impressive. Actually, sub 1 minute for that time then. And that's in an old Celica. Probably because it's got more grip, to be honest. Probably is. Or just more speed. Yeah, literally the grip on this thing, it's unreal. God, that is unreal. The grip in this thing. How much grip has this old blooming Celica got? God damn. Oh, that yellowish colour effect. Codemasters 2006 to 2011. Yeah. Hey AJ. Hope you're well. I think your run's coming up next, isn't it? Yeah, it is. According to this anyway, it's coming up next. Yeah, I can handle it so far, yeah.
Take to level 7 and beyond.
Yeah, it's going alright so far. Marathon's running quite well. Everything's running smooth. The only thing that seems to be dropping frames at the current moment is my game, but that's normal, I guess. Oh crap! I wasn't prepared for that. Okay, I wasn't prepared for any of that. Yeah, AJ, it's going well. Thanks. Oh god. Yeah. Well, I would say DiRT2 and DiRT3 have got a yellowish effect, but they've kind of got that yellowish colour when you look at it. You probably won't notice, but I promise you, now that AJ's mentioned it, if you go back and play it now, you go, oh yeah, there is sort of like a bit of a glow. Although I'd say DiRT3's is more of a like a bluish colour than yellow. DiRT2's got the more of a yellow colour, if I'm honest. Oh yeah, F1 2010, definitely, yeah. Agreed. 100% agree on that one. Also, AJ, we might finish quite a bit under estimate with this run, so I don't know. Might be worth setting your run up in like an hour and 20 minutes or something. Like, say 25 past whatever the next hour is. So at the moment it's 5 past 2 for me. So 25 past 3. But yeah, just so we can get everything ready. This car feels very strange to drive. Yeah, no worries. Well, I'll let you know. I'll message you if things change. Oh yeah, Race Driver Grid. Forgot about that. Forgot that had that weird colour. Yellowish colour. That's a good game, by the way, Race Driver Grid. I don't know how many other people can agree on that one or disagree, but I absolutely love that game. I remember spending countless hours on it. Although one thing I always used to hate about that was the Raven West fights that you had with what's it called? Nathan Scott or something he was called. I forgot what he's actually called now. But the Raven West fight, the last race in that game that you had against Raven West, I think it was like what was it now? It was like Coinseggs CCX is at Le Mans or something. And I can never. And the thing is, they lock it to like the hardest difficulty, so you don't actually get a choice on. Oh yeah, it's going to be easy to defeat him. I remember I actually had to do it loads of times over just to try and beat him because I found it near enough impossible to beat him. Because like I said, they lock it on like the hardest difficulty, and the only way I could actually defeat him was by blocking him and making sure he didn't get past. I always used to use like shortcuts across the grass to stop him from. Like he couldn't actually do it, but I could. So I used to gain like a massive advantage on him, like by hovering, like going across gravel traps and going across the gravel traps and all that sort of stuff. That was pretty good. Hey, Lovebot, thanks for the good luck. Appreciate it. Awesome to see a fellow friend streamer. Thanks for the good luck though, appreciate it. Oh boy. There we go. Nice, that's that one done.
I feel so proud, dude. Go to the next event. Whew. I need a moment.
Right, so the next one is a Spanish crossover, which is the one we just unlocked. There we go. Forgot I have to buy it. I always buy the C4 here. Prevents me from buying it later, so I just buy it now and use it here. Also, the power this thing has is unbelievable. It has a crap ton of grip and a load of power. I go as far as saying it absolutely smashes the Evo and the Subaru. You can really, really throw this thing about. I think this is like the first time you can buy the Citroen as well, the C4, I believe. Oh god. So I think I have to do this 3 times, because it's a long crossover race, this one. Oh god. Nice. 151. That's I think that's like a PB actually.
Drive like the wind, my friend. Enjoy it.
That is the funny thing. After we've done this, there's a raid exhibition that's on at the end. And I believe it's 2 events for the next tier. Yeah, Nova. Something about your the last bit of your name seems familiar. The SR bit. What was your? Did you have a? What was your Twitch name before? Something SR. I recognise the SR bit. I've not been able to figure it out. Is it Shadow by any chance? Used to be Shadow something. Is that right? And then you changed it. There, yeah. Alright. Ah, see. You threw me off saying the whole Nova Fortune. I'm like, wait, who's this guy? I didn't know you changed your name, Shadow. That's all. Do you want me to call you Nova from now on? Because it's because you call Nova Fortune. I don't mind calling you Nova. Unless you prefer Shadow, I can still call you that. What do you prefer? PBSR from CMR2 Arcade Invasion as well. Yeah, you guys really hammered on the arcade, didn't you, when you came in? Oh, it's an Evo. I thought that was a Subaru then. It's like, Scooby! You just troll lucky, but eventually we enjoyed the game itself. Yeah, it was just weird because all of a sudden I just noticed like there was just all these runs that started coming in for verification. I remember that. Yeah. Yeah, PB actually wanted to try and go further. I think Janpun, I think it is, has even like entered the fray now. Somebody called Jan. So they've even tried that, and it's actually really nice to see more people trying the CMR games as well. Even if it is for like, at first it was for meme purposes, and then we've gone, hey, you know what? The game's actually not that bad. We should actually try and play, you know, like the main championship. It's like, yeah, go for it. You know, if it works, if you want, you can always try and do like the other categories as well. Feel free to spam the intermediate and even the expert categories as well, as in the on the arcade stuff, like arcade, intermediate, class B and stuff like that. Trust me. I don't think we'd mind. It would be nice to have even more competition on them boards. I think we've got like maybe 1 or 2, maybe 3 people on there. 2 people at most. I think I won it. I think I've won. Yes.
What a driver! You opened up 2 new events. Sweet.
Right, so it's that last event I need to do. The raid event. Yep. Okay, so this is, I believe, the last event of this tier. And it's 3 races, so this is going to be like a long few minutes. Probably like 6 or 7 minutes. It feels weird driving a 4x4 on this. Yeah, as like a community, it's actually nice to like, even though like I said, even though novice class B or group B or whatever it was seen as like a meme category to, you know, the Hungarian speedrunning guys, it was still pretty good to have a fair few more people like, trying and even improving as well. It's pretty cool. If I become a speedrunner when I'm like 5 years old playing CMR2 on my first PC, I'd be the world record everywhere. Yeah, I played CMR2 a lot when I was younger. But nowadays I can't handle the wacky physics. Well, that's the thing, it's like, you know, it's all depends on what everybody's into, isn't it? Not everyone's into the same sort of thing, but I can understand where you're coming from on, you know, like wacky physics and everything. Like, if I'm honest, the physics on this game I don't like particularly, not that great. But at the same time, it's a lot, because it's very arcadish. I'd say you get used to it. It feels somewhat sort of simulation, because it feels a lot more lenient to drive with. The car slides a bit more and everything like that, but once you get used to the slide, it comes to second nature. You don't actually have to worry about worrying about grip and everything. And the cars pretty much stick to the road like, well, you know, stick to the road like crap to a blanket, so to speak. Same but with CMR 2005, yeah. To be honest, I'm a fan of most of the CMR games. The ones that I'm not too much of a fan of, like in terms of like the old ones anyway, I'm not so much a fan. CMR 3's physics are okay, but I'd rather play 1 or 2. And then it's kind of the same with CMR 04 as well, which coincidentally I'm running tomorrow. After Lucky's done his CMR2 run, so pretty interesting to see how that goes. This is a bad idea. That was a bad idea. I'm going through these. I'm doing this. Everyone stopped. Nice. I got everyone to stop by doing that. That's pretty cool. Also, because I put a stop to everybody, it means I can just kind of breeze past them. Not allowed to skip, yeah. Best thing is, it's not like, you know, with Dirt 2 and Dirt 3, you'll whack into somebody and the driver will go, oh, just about a scratch. Won't be too bothered, but then, in terms of this one, it's just kind of like, they're not even bothered if you smash the car up too bad. Like, something can go bang in Dirt 2 or Dirt 3 and be like, oh, I think the tyre's popped, or radiator sounds like it's gone. Which is something they carry through over like Dirt 2, Dirt 3, Dirt Rally. I think Dirt 4 and probably Dirt Rally 2.0 is going to have the same thing. Which will be like, as soon as the part's gone bang, it's like, I think the radiator's shot, or I think the tyre's flat. You know, that sort of stuff. Also, holy crap, the physics. Okay, very nice. One more lap to do, and then we've got one more race to do, unfortunately, but this is fine, I don't mind. Not doing too bad so far. Nice, okay, one more. Also, total resets, although one of them was me, the other two have actually just been because I tried skipping a track and it's gone, nope, you're not skipping this track. Also, Continental tyres for the win. I actually like that livery a lot, it reminds me of the British touring cars. Oh, right, okay, who's this? Sorry, Colin. Coming through. driving on the side of the track, but whatever. I'm allowed to do that. It's a racetrack, never mind. The racetrack and it's a 4x4. It can do both. It can race and it can go off-road. I'd say that's what it's meant for. Now I do believe one of the events sorry, two of the events that we've got to do in terms of the next tier, one of them is around, I don't know, 10 minutes? Sorry, 12 minutes for the whole event, and then the other one's around 8 or 9 minutes. Like I said, we've still got a fair bit to go yet. Hopefully I can get onto the final lap before the 2-hour mark, that'd be nice. Should be able to. To all those who are currently tuned into McRaeathon at the moment, thank you very much. It's amazing that you guys are, you know, that many of you guys are watching at the moment. It's really good for a first outing as like a proper marathon. Because I know the first one was just all done on my channel, you know, on my Twitch channel, but it's really good to see so many of you guys tuning in and everything and watching the runs. Obviously we've only had one run, then there's this one, but then there'll be plenty more runs before the end of the day, trust me. Okay.
Whew, that was exciting stuff. You're through to tier 8 for all your effort. Take it home, man.
Right, so them first two events are actually what we want to be doing. Try to think which ones I can use. There we go. Now we get a really fast car. Like really fast. So we get to do this, the Pikes Peak with a proper fast car. Literally. How to do 100 in like less than that. There you go. Doing 100 mile an hour in that amount of time. This is going to be fast. This is going to be fast. Like, really fast. Yeah, extreme fast. Holy cow. My problem with these cars is they require a lot of concentration, so if I end up going quiet, you know why. Nice. Okay, cool. Let's keep going. Oh yeah, this is the full Pikes Peak, by the way. I don't think this is like half it, this is like the full thing. like I said before, it's not the first time we're going to be seeing the full Pikes Peak being done. Because there's one here, there's one in this tier, there's one in tier 10 I believe, and then there's one in the Race of Champions as well. So we're going to be seeing this another 2 times over. But like I said, it'll be done fairly quickly, it's in a fast car, so it should be fine. There we go. Also, now we got the big long back stretch. Can really open her up. Nice, easy straight to be honest, it's quite nice. There you get to a hairpin. Oh god. That's probably the worst bit there. Right there. That is the worst bit. Oh god, nearly got off the circuit then. That was close that I didn't do that. Oh, thank god. That was pretty close. Please don't go off the track. Please don't go off. "5 minutes. Bang on the dot.
Got an invite here for a new race. If I were you, I'd take it. Get in that car and show them how it's done.
Right, okay, so now what we've got to do, this is the really long one, this is the Italian rally that we've got to do in the Renault 5 Turbo. It's actually also really painful as well to do. I need to make sure I don't wreck the car too bad. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh god. Okay, that's not too bad. I was expecting that to go a lot worse. Like I said, the worst bit about this is the fact that you've got like there's several stages, like 4 stages in this rally, and each one's more painful than the last. Doesn't look too difficult now, but then you get to the next few stages and you're like, oh dear. Not doing too bad so far anyway. And the main idea is if you don't wreck your car, if you can drive fast without wrecking your car, then it's even better. Let's finish. God. Oh, it's 3 stages, okay. Oh, thank God. Phew, thank God it's 3 stages. I thought it was 4, it's 3. Well, that's lowered me out a bit. Heart rate. And I'll be driving Australian track later on with the C4, so that'll be fun. I know that's still to come yet in this run, if I remember correctly. And if I don't mess up the Race of Champions as well, this could potentially be a PB, but I'm not going to say it'll definitely be a PB. Not until the clock stopped. That was actually terrifying. Doesn't look that bad when you watch it, but then for me, I'm like, I'm not even looking where I'm going half the time. Like that. Right, turbo's slightly damaged, but I think we should be cool. Should be good to go still. Okay, right. Wow, okay. There we go. I could have really done without those mistakes, but at the same time, it can't be helped. It can't be helped. Luckily, the game's doing the gears for me right now rather than me. Oh dear. Hello.
Feels great, doesn't it? Did you pick up our damage can really slow you down, so make sure you're on top of all the repairs that are needed.
I'm gonna repair my car.
Particularly good in this area. So if you have...
There we go. I couldn't resist. I need to fix my car. Rip PB, but whatever. Car needed repairing anyway. Well, you say that, but Thing is, AJ, there's another race as well, and that's tomorrow, which is between Hypno and Joseph. But no one remembers the second best race. Well, I'm pretty sure, to be honest, AJ, they'll everyone will probably remember both races. To be honest, we've got one that's like less than 15 minutes, and then there's yours, which is like 45 minutes, 45 minutes. Oh boy, oh crumbs. Okay, that's not bad. Oh god, okay, that wasn't great, but okay, that's fine as well. Nice, okay, I'm not doing too bad here. Instant karma. Oh god. Okay, that's definitely getting reset. I couldn't resist not getting it reset. Guy just decided, nope, I'm off. I'm going off the circuit. I'm going flying into the bushes and the trees. He's had enough of me, this car. I don't blame it, I've had enough of it as well. Let's see. Okay. Near enough at the end now. God. Oh god. Come on, where's the end? Where's the end? Where's the end? Where's the end? There. Thank god. Phew! All gone.
Winning comes natural to you. You're a great driver. Show those turkeys in Tier 9 how it's done.
Nice flip, almost as beautiful as my first Finland rally in DiRT. Nice. I actually don't have many races to go now. Like many events left to do. Most of these are going to take up to like 10 minutes each, roughly. I've got this event, Rally Australia, which I need to do, another Pikes Peak, and then Race of Champions, and then we're done. Oh my god. Is this... what's it called? Is this car rear wheel drive? It must be. Must be rear wheel drive or something, because it's bloody horrendous. There we go. There's no problem with this Saab, it's really weird on handling. Like the Zara is pretty good on handling, but then this is just weird. I don't know why that's a thing, it just is. Also, the brakes. Come on, car, please. Don't do this. Not now. There we go. Okay, cool. I'm back on track again. We've got 3 races of 5 laps each. It's followed by a rally, and then I think that's it. Yeah, rear wheel drive that spins out is pretty weird, isn't it? Like I said, so far we're not doing too bad. It's really weird though how it drives. It just doesn't like stopping. Like you put the brakes on, the back end tends to slide. It's weird. Then again, it is rear wheel drive, so maybe that's what I'm doing wrong. Yeah, it's rear wheel drive, back end slides out. It must be rear wheel drive then, not front wheel drive. I know the Zara's front wheel drive though. Maybe this is the opposite. Well, that was nice. That was a good corner till that nearly enough happened. Oh dear. Also, we're racing, I think they're called super modified or something, these. Yeah, these are, I think they're called like super modified or something. These are basically, so you've got super modified Zara and Saab versus the Extige. And what's the other one? Extige and something else. What's the other one? The TT. It's weird. I don't know why they mixed them up like that. I know. Saab. Saab. Strong cars aren't they, Saabs? Or they're supposed to be. It must be if I'm throwing them around like that. Yeah, I can't. The fact that there's a rally car in this game, it's just like, no, doesn't exist. I mean, I never liked Saabs, but then at the same time, they were pretty strong, quite strong. Somewhat decent and strong, but even with all this, it still doesn't make me like them. It's like Volvos, I'm not a fan of them. Then again, they do alright in V8 supercars, and they used to be pretty good in British touring cars for a bit. In the sense that you turn the opponent's Saab. Oh, I see. Just moved him. Yeah, I moved him out of the way at the start. I did just that. $20 points. Last race. Here we go. I've been my dog. Sorry. There's a mum shouting from the dog. Also, they fit 8 cars on this track. Didn't they fit more in there with the buggies? Maybe they did. Also, it's took me this long to realise that they've got the they have them darts round the side of the what is it? You know, round the side of the hood. If you look where the speedo is, see how that white ring around the right hand side, that really thin white ring, that's the accelerator, the other one's the brake. I've only just realised that that's what they're for. I didn't even notice, I barely took any notice of them until now. I just looked at it and was like, wait a minute, that's like what they have in that. It's like what they have in F1. The F1 games, they have like little bars that show your inputs. I wonder if there's one in Dirt 2 actually, that's an interesting question. Yeah, like side guys. Well, like I said, each to their own. I won't say the bad cars for you, just are for me, I'm not a fan of them. Like I said though, they are strong, so if you ever wanted something that's as tough as a tank, then alright, maybe the Saab isn't a tank so to speak, but a tough car. You can smash up and it'll still work pretty decent. A Saab or a Volvo, either one usually works quite well apparently. They're quite tough cars, and I would say they were almost bulletproof. Like you couldn't fault them, there wasn't anything wrong with them, but you had the faults every now and again. Although then again, when they had the faults, they were usually pretty big. If I remember rightly. Nice.
Moving on up. That's what I'm talking about.
Right, so we have the Rally Australia to do still. And then we get on to Tier 10, which is literally just a hill climb for 6 minutes, and then we get to the Race of Champions. And once we cross the line at the end of the Race of Champions, that is the run done and dusted. Oh, bloody hell. God, the lag didn't like that then, did it? Oh. You can hear the worry in my voice then. How close I was getting to the trees, I was like, I don't want to go near the trees. No, 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 no. That being said, every time I say it, it just wants to go to the trees. Like, please, no. Stop. Oh. Okay then, that was lucky. Oh boy. I think there's 3 stages, so we've got 3 of these rally stages. At least these are actually more bearable, you know. These are actually better. I find, than doing the Italy ones. You know, with the Renault. The Renault 5 Turbo, sorry. These stages with the Citroens just feel better to drive. Oh boy. Like I said, because this is front wheel drive, I would say it's like a monster, to be honest. It's a pretty damn good car. Fortunately, we don't actually have to spend. Oh god, we don't actually have to spend any money on any other car. So for this run, it's practically complete almost. In terms of how much more we need to spend on cars, we don't have to spend any. It's just all the driving now. And stage 2 is a go. Right, so stage 2 of Australia. Don't think this one's that bad, to be honest. I could be wrong, but I don't remember this one being that bad. In fact, this one's fine. Stage 3 is a bit of a car wrecker though. But I'm not going to repair the car after this stage. I did when I had the Renault because I'd inflicted so much damage on it, but with these, nah, you don't have to do it with these. Just thinking about it, Grid never had a rally thing, did it? Like a rally part. Like a rally element, sorry. I know the Toca Race Driver games did, but the Grid games never had one. That's all, for any reason. If I remember correctly, anyway. Oh, good. Come on. I won't mind going to Australia, but it's a lot of the things that are actually in Australia that kind of frightens me and stops me from going. You know, killer snakes, killer crocodiles and alligators, killer spiders, killer reptiles, kangaroos that sometimes, not all kangaroos, but kangaroos I won't mind meeting, but then at the same point, you know, just drop kick you in the face because, well, it's kangaroo. Koala bears seem alright though. Nice, okay. Okay, right. Last stage of Australia, and then that's this tier done. We've then obviously got a yeah, after this we've then got the hill climb, and then following that we also have a few others as well. Very good. Oh, good. Okay, that didn't go so well. I'm alright. Still able to go. Hopefully I don't go off the road and whack anything. Everything's fine. Oh god. Everything's fine, yeah. I'm just going to keep telling myself like, everything's fine, everything's fine. Not whacked any trees too hard. That was a lucky escape that I was able to reverse away from that. It's damaged my turbo slightly, but I'm not too bothered about that. Last stage anyway. It does have an impact on my performance of the car, but at the same time I can kind of go around the track at a slightly slower pace than I'd like. That's a good thing, because if I can go around, I can take corners flat out. That pretty much, the slow corners like that. Oh, nearly there. Oh boy, don't hit a log. Oh god. The problem is they put logs in the stages on the inside of the track, so you go off the track for like 2 seconds and guess what? You go in head first into a log. And that'll severely mess your car up, like really wreck your car. Yeah, done. Finally. It's done.
10 out of 10, dude. No one can stop you now.
Right, so now what we have to do is we do the Pikes Peak, and then that's tier 10 done, and then that's it. Oh god, oh that was pretty close. Thank god I didn't hit that. Holy cow. If you're wondering what I was supposedly gonna hit, it was I was supposedly gonna hit a road sign. Oh god. Okay. I think we have 12 checkpoints to go through. So it's like 8 minutes. 7 or 8 minutes of driving this. Nice. Okay. Crikey. Ah, it's this part. I don't like this bit. It's past anyway, that's the bit I was worried about. Slightly worried about. Also, we're really dominating this. Thing is, we have the Tacoma, I think it is, which is right at the end of this. And it handles a lot differently to the Celica. Like, the Celica is quite easy to handle, but then the other one isn't. The other one's really difficult. Uh-oh. Okay, that was close. Oh god. Well, that went well. I got sidetracked for like 1 second, ended up just seeing the car on the roof. Like, yeah, that went well. Also, I wish I could do a barrel roll, but I can't. Also, I completely missed that one. I didn't even bother passing through it. Nice, okay. Okay, I got reset there for whatever reason. I guess, thanks game. I didn't actually know it reset you there, so... Oh, I know now. Oh boy, and I'm off. Please reset me.
911. This looks like it's gonna need an ambulance.
Uh-oh. That's not good. I messed up. That's a fail. That's about 6 minutes lost. Jesus Christ. Well, it's a good job I set my estimate to 3:30, isn't it? Christ almighty. Yeah, after a certain point, if you go off, it ends up reset. It just says, nope, can't get you. This is the one thing that sucks about hill climbs. Once you go off, you're off. And it's restart or retire. We've got to do it all again. Well, I'll do it a bit faster than I was before, I guess. The worst bit is the fact that it's like 8 or 9 minutes, and then you mess it up and then that happens. Probably looking at like a 3:16 or something now, rather than like a 3:09 as intended. Yeah, I'm going too fast, I am. Oh, Jesus. What it was I took too much of the curb. Sorry, the curb, the hillside. That's what it was. I had the entire hillside on the left hand side. Then I just ended up taking it all off by accident. I was like, yeah, I can make this. The car just went, nope, you're going off. I'm hoping I can just do the Race of Champions first try, because then that's more time saved. Like I said, it's never usually this one that I screw up on, it's more the last one. Because the last one's with the Toyota Tacoma, or Tacoma, whatever it is. This one on the other hand isn't. Oh boy. Yeah, I did as well. You actually have a look at like the times, and apparently it's this that's the quicker car. Even though it has the same amount of power, it's this that's the better car. But the thing is, if you buy the Tacoma, you get the top speed, it'll just climb and climb and climb. You can touch 140 easy. At high speeds it's actually pretty good, the Tacoma, but this isn't. It's quite unstable, as you saw. Come on, go, go, go. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't start sliding. Oh, crap. Okay. Where did I go off last time? Like, how far away did I go off? There you go. This is the bit with the flat out part. Just remembered. Okay, right. Come on. Oh! God. Okay, don't fall off. Don't go off the cliff. Come on. Please. Alright, I got this far. Then I got reset on this corner because I accidentally hit the rocks. It's about here, this is it. It's around here somewhere. Here? Is it here? Yeah, it was there. I think. Ah, no, don't do that. Yeah. Come on, I'm nearly there. Nearly there. So, 7 minutes later. I can still throw this away. I can still throw it away. Don't throw it away, please. Oh, thank God.
Now I really do have a tear in my eye. Champion of champions is the creme a la creme. It's yours. Go get it.
Right, we've got... That's all done. Right. Now we've got 5 races. Come on, move it, move it, move it, move it, move it. You get to drive, even though you don't own the Zara, you get to drive it. Okay, there you go. Right, this is the final event anyway. So I've got to do 5 laps of this. I think it's 5 laps of this, a 2-lap race in 4x4s or the trucks, a race in buggies, a hill climb, and something else, and I forgot which ones it is. And then there's a land rush, which is like the last race, and that's the end of the run. This one's relatively easy, this race anyway. Yeah, this is the last set anyway. There we go. Whatever I'm doing, I don't actually know what the next race is. I think the next race is the hill climb. No, it's not. It's a crossover. Right, so there's a crossover, a rally stage. Yeah, so we've got rallycross, crossover, there's a rally stage coming up. The off-road thing, the hill climb, and then the land rush. I nearly have one of every discipline. You race each one at like each specialist against each other. So we're racing a Mr. McRae, who is over there. There he is. Also, this is going to be close, I think. We know how close we are at the moment. Nice. Okay. Yeah, so there's 6 races, so that's 2 of them done. I think this is the... Yeah, this is that race. So we got a 4x4 race, a hill climb, a rally stage, and a land rush. Oh, hello. Excuse me. I can really tell tiredness is getting to me, bloody hell. No idea, Joseph. Maybe. Might have performance damage. I should be alright anyway, I should be able to beat him. I've got performance damage. I'm knackered. My eyes are shot. No, it looks slower, but that's just because it is a slow car. God, this is gonna flip, I can tell. It's gonna flip over, I can tell. Also, in terms of performance damage, I have got a bit of performance damage because my car won't. My car seems to not want to brake too well, so I'll probably damage the brakes or something. AI is catching me, that's interesting. Rubber banding! Rubber banding! Yeah, no worries, Ryzen, no worries. Like I said, I always think this is the worst race of the lot, but the worst is probably this and the hill climb one, which I think is right after this. Right, rally stage next. Okay, we get the rally stage next. Now we're in Colin McRae's backyard, supposedly. Oh god, that was frighteningly close to the wall. Holy cow. Nice. Right, okay. 4 out of 6 done. 2 races to go. A hill climb and a land rush. Here comes the hill climb. Now I lost a minute in my PB to this event, so if I can nail it here without screwing it up, that'll be pretty good. Also, this isn't the full one. This is actually like a narrowed down one. Oh! Okay, right. I did exactly what I did in my PB at the exact same spot as well. You've got to be kidding me. Jesus, I don't expect to be doing that. I went flying off the road into a tree. Christ. It's like deja vu, literally. Oh no you don't. Don't think you can try that again, game. I'm not having it. Right. Take 2. Ooh. No, game. Come on. Don't let me do it. Don't do this. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Right, yeah, hit a rock. Should be fine. I'm probably just going to set my eyes and hope that it's a sub 320 this. What am I driving? I'm driving the Toyota Tacoma. I think you pronounce it Tacoma. That. It doesn't even sound anything like a car, it sounds more like a motorbike to be honest. Just to show what it looks like. That's what it looks like. Literally the same as Motorsport Challenge, yeah. Funnily enough, I've got that game as well. I don't remember the Tacoma being in that game. I didn't really complete it, I don't think. Funnily enough, there is like a speedrun category for that game, but yet nobody wants to do a speedrun on it, and it's not hard to see why. Like, I can easily understand why you wouldn't want to do it. The hell, Joseph, is it really that good of a time? 300 in the world, that's pretty good. It was a pretty quick car as well. I just remembered there is like a speed run of yeah, he was just saying like on the career mode thing. I think it's like career mode any percent or something, but I'm like, I don't know how you do it. Guessing you start on a new profile and then you've obviously got the other stuff as well. Oh, we made it, thank God. Ooh, blimey. Okay, right. So this is it. Yeah, I want to do a run of Rallycross Challenge myself, but at the same point, I'm like, I don't really want to do a run of it. So I was playing it and I got to like the amateur stuff, and the AI, Jesus, it's so difficult with the AI. Like, you really have to be good at the game to stand any chance of beating the AI. No, Joseph, that wasn't the full hill climb. It looks like the full hill climb. The full hill climb was the one that I did with the FTO before, do you remember? Enjoy Ultimate if you get it. Ouch. Oh, don't really know. 611 or something. Sounds like there's another car behind me. Well, there isn't. How strange. No, this is it, Joseph. This is it. So, literally just one more lap to go and then we're done. Literally the last lap. Yeah, no, probably best. I mean, I think we'll probably take a break for 5-10 minutes because we're still miles out of schedule at the moment, I think. So we'll get everyone. I'm gonna get AJ set up next, and then obviously we'll get things sorted as we go. And obviously I need to take a quick 5-minute break myself, so yeah, I could do with taking a break for 5 or 10 minutes. Done.
Whew. Congratulations, man. You were great. As a special reward, Colin's going to give you an R4 round.
There we go.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, GG. There we go. All done. Right, on to the next run. So yeah, I'll leave you guys to it.